Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 26. We are on day 7, and obviously we've got a big group of tag team matches to start the show off. And we have our New Japan World player set to 1330. If you do not have New Japan World, I would highly recommend it. It is cheaper than the WWE Network, just over $8 a month. And even if you only want to watch G1 along with us here with the English commentary that we are providing, it's a grand total under $17, and that's over July and August combined, so it's not bad at all. That being said, as I said before, we are at 13 minutes and 30 seconds. That's 1330. We will be hitting the play button on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like we're starting this thing off with Taguchi and David Finlay in the ring.
Yeah, against Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger. Should be an interesting
tag
team
match. Oh, it's a tag match. I didn't realize that Taguchi and David Finlay were teaming. I thought they were going against each other.
No, they're definitely teaming up, and Taguchi trying to psych out Tiger Mask with his rear, the funky weapon, trying to get a mental edge in the early going of this contest.
The funkiest of all the weapons.
Indeed.
I don't know if there's a funkier weapon in the world than Taguchi's ass.
Tiger Mask looking somewhat perturbed, not that I can blame him. And right there, the spin kick right to the rear.
Spinning back kick.
Spinning back kick, and now there are the chest kicks there.
Almost shoot-style kicks there. And now, almost an arm snapmare.
Yeah, nicely done there.
And an arm drag there.
A drop kick there.
Look at Taguchi actually using moves beyond his own anus.
I know, I'm impressed. And now look at that faking out Tiger Mask with the rear.
Never mind.
And Taguchi feeling like he has a mental edge. It is going to be rough. I mean, David Finlay's a very capable athlete, but he doesn't have the experience of the opposition, especially Jushin Thunder Liger, who is a legend.
Yeah, David Finlay, a very experienced uppercut thrower.
Yes.
That's kind of his role in these matches, is just uppercut cannon. You just turn him on, and all of a sudden you just start seeing uppercuts from out of everywhere, every direction.
I mean, David Finlay's certainly an uppercut aficionado.
Oh, and look at this
now
modified
Liger.
Surfboard. Look at Liger.
Beautiful form there.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten that tilt-the-world backbreaker yet.
Oh, give it time. It'll come.
Oh, what is this?
And now he might actually go into a standard surfboard, or no, maybe not. And he's just really working the arms here now into the side headlock.
Yeah.
This is great transitioning by Jushin Thunder Liger. David Finlay breaks the side headlock. Jushin Thunder Liger off the ropes. Nice shoulder block there by Liger.
Very nice.
And now he's going to bring David Finlay, or no, he's going to throw David Finlay out to Tiger Mask.
Nice.
Now Tiger Mask got the full Nelson, restraining David Finlay.
Maybe a baseball slide?
Baseball slide into the guardrail. Nice teamwork by Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger.
Good stuff. I guess this is what they're capable of when Captain New Japan isn't burdening them.
And I was going to bring up the exact same point. And now we're going to see a traditional surfboard, I'd have to imagine. Jushin Thunder Liger setting up David Finlay here. Taguchi might break it up. I think he's thinking about it, but the referee's kind of keeping an eye on him. And there it is. There's the surfboard.
Nice.
Now, again, I've always commended Jushin Thunder Liger, always able to keep his shoulders off the canvas so that's not an accidental pin initiated.
Yeah.
Definitely now favoring his knee slightly. And now here comes Tiger Mask. Kicking the knee there. And now, oh, look at that. Oh, just driving down on the leg there. And now he's got almost like a, no, I wouldn't say a figure four, maybe an Indian deathlock formation almost.
Yeah.
David Finlay now trying to hit the forearms. Tiger Mask's just like, all right, give me your best. And oh, what a slap there. It's actually quite apropos, given that Tiger Mask is the legend and David Finlay's the young boy. Just slapping David Finlay there. Now he grabs the bottom rope.
Forcing the break.
And now look at that, though. Just continues picking apart the knee of David Finlay. He shouldn't have favored it so publicly.
Yeah.
You got veterans like Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger. I mean, you're just offering an invitation to exploit that bullseye. And now Jushin Thunder Liger back in the match.
Nice little butterfly suplex there.
And I'll tell you, we joked about it a bit earlier, but I'm really liking how Liger and Tiger Mask are working together without Captain New Japan.
I know, it's crazy.
And now David Finlay sent to the opposite corner. Liger could be thinking palm strike here.
I think this is the most Jushin Thunder Liger's actually needed to work in the ring so far this tournament.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. Nice drop kick by David Finlay. Still favoring that knee. If he could tag in Taguchi, Taguchi could really change the pace. There's a hip attack there to Liger. Hip attack to Tiger Mask.
I'm just going to let you call Taguchi.
And another hip attack there. Another. He's volleying back and forth between Liger and Tiger Mask, using that rear to its fullest potential. And now Taguchi channeling his inner Nakamura. Oh, man. Oh, but Liger, I think he got that drop kick, or
He went for a drop kick. He went for a drop kick that would have hit the butt, but then Taguchi rolled forward and prevented it from hitting.
Okay. And now tilt the roll backbreaker there.
Backbreaker, buddy.
Oh, but no, the hip attack right there.
It didn't even hit his face. It hit him in like the chest.
It's still effective, apparently.
Like,
and now Liger.
I don't know the shape that these guys are in compared to Taguchi. I feel like the chest would win in that battle.
And now David Finlay, tried to shoot him off the ropes. Tiger Mask reverses. Nice flying forearm, though, by David Finlay. Immediately goes into the cover.
This might be the least uppercuts we've seen David Finlay throw in a match.
Maybe David Finlay, he went back, watched some of the tape, and realized, hey, maybe that's not necessarily working. Now shoots Tiger Mask into the opposite corner. Taguchi here. Nice hip attack there. And now David Finlay, there's the uppercut.
It's the first one of the match.
Definitely. And now, steamroller there.
Go for the pin after this, yeah.
Hooks the leg. 2.
Oh.
Just under Liger breaking it up.
Good job, Liger.
And now Taguchi.
He doesn't
David Finlay.
Approval. He's a freaking legend.
Okay, full Nelson here. It seems like a pretty weak full Nelson, and there you go.
Not a good move.
Spinning back there.
Tiger.
And Tiger bomb to David Finlay. That could do it there.
1,
2.
Oh,
Taguchi breaks it up.
Surprised Taguchi was able to break that up. It seemed like they did a pretty good job of disposing him, but now they dispose of him again.
Oh, well, now it could really be the end here, and could be the Tiger. But no, David Finlay. Schoolboy here. 2. Tiger Mask kicks out. And now David Finlay there. Nice knee to the midsection. Off the ropes. Another spinning back kick there. And now Jushin under Liger. What's he thinking about? Palm strike. David Finlay just got rocked with that palm strike. And now Tiger Mask here. David Finlay on the top rope. Could it be a superplex? Maybe an avalanche tiger bomb even.
Oh, my.
Avalanche tiger bomb upcoming.
Tigerplex.
And there it is. Tigerplex. 1, 2, 3 count. That does the damage.
Good job, Tiger Mask.
Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger, I'll tell you, like we said, without Captain New Japan, able to pick up the W there. I mean, these guys had a sense of urgency. They had a game plan targeting David Finlay's knee. They worked with it. And he gets Tigerplex.
I called it a Tigerplex, but off the top rope there, he had the double underhook and not a chicken wing. So that was actually a butterfly superplex.
Yeah, that's right. And now Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger celebrating their win. Taguchi checking on David Finlay.
Super butterfly plex, guys.
I'll tell you, fun tag team matchup to start day 7 of G1 Climax 26-2016. As Taguchi now showing his respect.
Where's David Finlay? He needs to be respectful too.
Now Taguchi's still showing off the rear. And these guys, very interesting exchange here between these 3 individuals.
Yeah, I want to know where David Finlay is.
Yeah, he's being helped to the back. He was given an ice pack and stuff.
Yeah, but then,
so he's out.
There. I see. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger were doing bows in the ring, but they were doing like weird half-assed, like not even below the neck bows.
Right. I'll tell you, that's quite a team, though. Quite a pair, Tiger Mask and Liger.
You unburden them, you take Captain New Japan away from them, and they win.
Absolutely. And what's our next tag team matchup that we got on tap here as Liger celebrating with the fans?
You gotta love when fans come to a wrestling show in full cosplay.
Yeah, that's always cool.
But up next, we're going to have a big 8-man tag match. Yuji Nagata, Tomoaki Honma, Satoshi Kojima, and Manabu Nakanishi taking on Katsuhiko Nakajima, Toru Yano, YOSHI-HASHI, and Gedo.
Very nice.
So you've got Nagata Nishi, that team.
Right.
You've got one half of Tenkoji Kojima, and you've got Honma in there. taking on Nakajima, import from Noah. Toru, Yano, YOSHI-HASHI, and Gedo, all 3 members of Chaos, I believe.
Right. It's going to be very interesting because on Nagata's side, he's 3-0 in the G1 Climax, the B block. And Honma, on the other hand, could have been 3-0. He lost to Kenny Omega on day 6.
Yeah.
And so he's now 2-1. So going to be very interesting. What tournament matches are we getting out of this tag match, if any?
Oh, tournament matches that we're getting out of this for Saturday's show are going to be Honma versus Toru Yano, Nagata versus Nakajima, and I believe that's it, actually, those 2.
Nagata Nakajima could be very interesting. Nakajima at 2-1. He beat Evil in a very physical bout on day 6.
And speaking of Evil, he is going to be facing YOSHI-HASHI, who's also in this match on Saturday.
Well, it's going to be Chaos versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. And the genius of the kick. I'll tell you, Nakajima impresses me more and more with each tournament bout that he has, whether it's a winning effort or a losing one. Nakajima is really something special.
Yes, he is.
And you can see now, nice leap up there to the apron.
Showing that athleticism early on.
I'll tell you, Honma versus Toru Yano, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Because Honma seems like a kind of lighthearted guy, likes to have fun, and Toru Yano, well, we all know what his story is.
I think Toru Yano might actually get under Honma's skin. Now, that's not necessarily me saying I think he's going to beat Honma. I just mean I think he might piss Honma off and bring out maybe even the best in Honma.
Right. I mean, hell, maybe Toru Yano will be the Honma of this tournament, at least the Honma of old. Honma could beat Toru Yano. He'd be right back in it with a 3-1 record. That's not a bad standing at all.
No, definitely not.
And Toru Yano is yet to win a match. Lost to Naito yesterday, actually.
I love Toru Yano's theme song, though. It's so good.
Yeah, it is nice. And always gets to shill those DVDs. So we'll see if he makes any sales in the crowd here tonight. And just spits the water there.
And, of course, coming out with him, as you can see, YOSHI-HASHI and Gedo.
YOSHI-HASHI, another man, quite impressive. Wasn't able to slow down Yuji Nagata. Can't really say I blame him. He's in good company with Los Ingobernables de Japón, Naito, and Evil. All 3 men have fallen to Blue Justice.
Yeah.
And now Gedo.
Has YOSHI-HASHI won more than one match? I feel like he's either 2-1 or 1-2, but I can't remember.
I believe he's only 1-2 so far.
Yeah, because I know he beat Kenny Omega, but I'm trying to remember if he won any other matches since then.
Yeah, he's 1-2 right now, same as Tama Tonga, who's going to have a huge match tonight, talking about the representatives of Chaos. He's going to be taking on the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Yep.
So it's going to be a huge matchup for that young man.
This is going to be entertaining. Toru Yano always is.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever watched a Toru Yano match that didn't put a smile on my face at one point or another.
I would have to agree with you there. The guy certainly knows how to bring out the happiness, so should be fun.
And now we get the opponents, the team represented by the 3-0 Blue Justice Yuji Nagata, teaming up here with Honma, Kojima, and Nakanishi.
Yeah, it's quite a stacked team. Nakanishi quite capable in his own right, especially with his partner Yuji Nagata, bringing that team back together. Kojima's been so impressive in these tag matches.
Yes, he has.
I mean, that Koji Lariat, it's one and done, baby.
I think he's gotten 3 wins with it.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I think that number's about right. And now Toru Yano immediately disrespecting Honma, spitting the water in his face.
That's what I mean, though. You can see Honma's getting worked up, but when Honma's angry, I don't think he gets worse or sloppier. I think he gets more focused and better.
I would certainly agree. I mean, here was a guy that we'd laugh at every time he'd miss a Kokeshi headbutt, as he usually does, with the first one. And yet, he's really adapted himself and his game to where he is a serious contender in his block, even after the loss he suffered to Kenny Omega. I mean, Honma's definitely turned his fortunes around for sure.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to start this thing off here?
Looks like YOSHI-HASHI, maybe?
YOSHI-HASHI would be an interesting choice. Again, we know that he lost recently to Yuji Nagata. And now Honma saying...
YOSHI-HASHI and Honma.
I think, Honma's asserting himself here. Honma also beat YOSHI-HASHI. That's another one. I mean, YOSHI-HASHI Only man who
YOSHI-HASHI beat Honma, though. Remember that. He beat him in a tag team match the night before.
caught him in a victory roll when Honma was thinking about that fire
Oh,
front
yes! We're getting a preview for Saturday, people. Honma and Toru Yano, here we go.
This should be good. And Toru Yano,
cheering for Honma right off the bat.
Honma's just so likable, one of the most beloved performers in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Toru Yano, though, look at that. See, now he knows. With Naito, it wasn't going to work, but Honma's a different breed altogether. That is going to agitate Honma.
Yeah, but agitating Honma isn't a good idea.
Exactly. And now look at this scoop slam here. Could it be the Kakeshi headbutt early?
Wants it.
And Toru Yano moves out of the way.
Are we going to get a Yano? To! No, I guess not.
Not yet, anyway. Oh, look at that. Honma reverses the Irish whip. Charges at Toru Yano, back elbow, though. And then I'll powers through with the corner lariat. Rolls through. No way is he thinking about top rope Kakeshi already. And Toru Yano slides out anyway. It's a moot point.
And then comes YOSHI-HASHI.
YOSHI-HASHI, to your point, partner, YOSHI-HASHI and Honma have quite the extensive history. There was a G1 Climax tag team match where YOSHI-HASHI got the upset pin. It's very rare that G1 Climax opponents pin each other in a tag team context.
Yeah.
YOSHI-HASHI did that to Honma. Of course, he couldn't
follow that through. The competition is so high that in order to beat someone, usually you need, at least 10 or 12 minutes going one-on-one with them, whereas in tag team matches, it's, if you only take into account how long the other person's actually in the match, it's usually only 4 or 5 minutes. So for YOSHI-HASHI to beat Honma, with Honma being in the match for such little time, was incredibly impressive.
Absolutely.
Even if it was just kind of a surprise, like he caught him kind of thing.
I mean, YOSHI-HASHI is not one to commit an oversight on. A nice shoulder block there by Nakanishi.
Nakanishi, I swear, he's so big. It's like I feel like he should be a sumo wrestler, but he's so good.
I mean, I've called him pretty much the human bear of New Japan. He's just so big and so imposing.
I feel like that fits Michael Elgin, too.
And, went for the lariat. YOSHI-HASHI ducked. YOSHI-HASHI does have that quickness. And, just got picked up. Nakanishi, what a backdrop there.
I was like a mountain bomb there, taking a page out of Tenzan's book.
Definitely. Now look at him. He's winding the arm up off the ropes. And YOSHI-HASHI, nice drop toe hold there. And Toru Yano using the steel chair.
And look at this, clearing out the corner.
Brilliantly done by the opposing team. And now Gedo just raking the eye of Kojima. And now Nakajima going at it with Nagata. That's going to be a preview for Saturday as well.
Yeah, and you saw, or I don't know if you saw, but Nakanishi was also getting thrown out to Toru Yano by YOSHI-HASHI. So now we can almost... I thought we were going to get a double team there, but it looks like Honma made his way over there, and now we've got him and Toru Yano going at it.
Yeah, now Honma's back hitting the guardrail. This is not a fun time for Honma, to be sure.
No, it is not. And there's Gedo. I think he was brawling it out with Kojima on the other side of the ring.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Chaos and Nakajima really dominating right now.
Yeah.
And now Nakanishi back in the ring with YOSHI-HASHI, who I believe is still legal. Him and Nakanishi both are. Nice kick to the shoulder there. And now YOSHI-HASHI, this is great, because when you can really isolate the big guy, I guess the secret weapon on the other team, that gives you, I think, quite an advantage. It tips the scales in your favor. And now YOSHI-HASHI, still in control here, is going to try and lift up Nakanishi. He does, and now look at this work here by Chaos in the form of YOSHI-HASHI and Yano. A nice drop kick there. He relied on Toru Yano to hold Nakanishi, and it worked, and Nakanishi, though, still able to power out. YOSHI-HASHI went for a pin attempt, but only got 2. Still has the shoulder taped up, it's worth noting.
That's true, yeah. I wonder if he'll still have that taped up on Saturday.
He might. And Nakanishi, look at this, though, blocking the suplex attempt. I don't know what got in YOSHI-HASHI's mind that he could do this, but Nakanishi going to make him... I was going to say he's going to make him pay. Nice chop to Nakanishi there.
Maybe he saw how effortlessly Juice Robinson was able to do it yesterday.
Oh, what a spear there by Nakanishi. And now Nakanishi here.
Time to tag in Blue Justice, undefeated.
And now Nakajima, that's going to be such a fun match on Saturday.
That's going to be a war.
These two going back and forth with the forearm strikes. And keep in mind, YOSHI-HASHI may have actually gifted Nagata because he never went after the legs once in their bout. That's only given Nagata even more time to recover that leg. Yep. And now right back to the chest kicks there.
He's throwing those left kicks like nothing's even affected him. Maybe his left leg is fully healed by now.
Perhaps it is, and if that's the case, it couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, Nagata's got an impeccable record. He might be all healed up. I mean, that's a very dangerous combination, but what a boot there by Nakajima. And now Nakajima, could it be the Saito suplex? No! Nagata, elbows to the back of the head, and I think he got a knee there. Oh, but the leg got caught, and there's the dragon screw. That's what happens when you feed a leg to a guy like Nakajima, and Nagata favoring it all over again.
Tanahashi might be the most common user of the dragon screw, but I genuinely think Nakajima throws the most convincing dragon screw in wrestling right now.
I would certainly agree. Nice kick there by Nakajima, and I wouldn't expect anything less from the self-professed genius of the kick. And now setting up Nagata here. Could it be the PK?
PK? No.
Nagata ducks. Oh, now look at this T-bone release suplex. Nicely done by Nagata. And now can Nagata roll over and get the tag? He does. Kojima gets the tag. Thankfully, Nagata only ate one dragon screw, so hopefully he's not too worse for wear.
Yep.
And now Kojima in there with Nakajima. And now the lightning chops. Oh, my God.
You'll notice Kojima actually cleared out the opposing corner before doing the lightning chops. Maybe he can actually get off his elbow drop today.
Maybe. I mean, anything's possible. And now Nakajima shot into the other corner. Kojima charging. Nice forearm. This could actually happen for Kojima. He's going to the top rope.
No one's around. Oh, Nakajima recovered too fast.
Spinning heel kick by Nakajima.
Oh.
That's the closest Kojima's come, but it still hasn't been pulled off.
Actually made his way to the top rope this time.
I swear, even knowing that he made that progress, there's definitely going to be a payoff with that, I'd have to imagine.
For sure.
And now Gedo got a smile on his face, and now look at this, going to mock Kojima and his lightning chops. Oh, look at Gedo here. Kojima not able to really show any resistance, and all starting it up again. And Gedo is really enjoying himself. And now Irish whip here into the opposite corner. Kojima needs the turnbuckle, and wait, moves out of the way, Gedo. And now, lightning chops again, this time to Gedo. Oh, man. Oh, Kojima might as well deliver lightning chops to everybody. He's really feeling it.
It looks like Gedo is trying to escape the ring there, but Kojima was just too quick to let him.
Oh, now Kojima going to try it again. Second time in this match. And they come in. Yeah, I think even Kojima knew it was coming.
Well, he saw him coming, so.
And now YOSHI-HASHI here. Nice chop there. And now Nakajima the boot. Now they're going to feed Kojima to Toru Yano. Inverted atomic drop. And now Gedo at the super kick. What a sequence. Into the cover. And Nagata breaks it up.
Oh, and Nakajima goes right after Nagata.
But notice who that leaves. That leaves Gedo on the one team, Kojima on the other. And we just got done saying during entrances, Kojima's been so dominant in these tag matches. If Gedo's not careful,
in the meantime, Gedo has been making a living getting pinned by Yujiro Takahashi.
Koji Cutter, and there it is. Oh,
off with the elbow pad. There it is.
Is Gedo gonna be hit with the Koji Lariat here? He is. Oh my God, turn him inside out. You can cover him right there. Kojima does lateral press 2, 3 count.
Well, there
How
you go,
impressive
folks.
is Kojima?
Kojima is on a major roll. I guess you know what, though? I guess that's what happens when you get taken out of the G1 Climax, but you continue to participate in the tag matches. Being in G1 requires a certain level of competitor in order to participate in. And, having the opportunity to be in these tag matches, it's almost like Kojima is a little bit too strong.
Exactly.
Because he was, he's at the point where he is a G1 caliber competitor, but being in these G1 matches with the likes of the Gedo and, your Captain New Japan and your Ryusuke Taguchis and all those guys, he is still a notch or a few notches above those guys.
Right.
And now he doesn't even have G1 matches to kind of wear him down, to weaken him up for the tag matches. He just has to worry about the tag matches, and he's dominating in them.
He is. It's been quite impressive for Kojima. Kojima, Honma, Nagata, and Nakanishi stand tall in this tag team match.
And you notice Nakajima and Nagata were really going at it even after the bell had already rung.
I feel like those guys are going to have a clinic on Saturday, and something else? I think there will be a part of both men that'll be having the time of their lives beating the hell out of each other on Saturday. I could see it in their eyes when they were striking forearms on the outside. Yeah. They were really into it.
Really, really angry.
Yeah. I think Nagata's going to force the best out of Nakajima and vice versa. And now, Kojima showing his appreciation to the fans. Kojima's found really a new lease on life doing these tag matches. And
He's
he
doing a
has been
great job
so
in them.
dominant.
He's been dominant.
Yeah, I mean, that Koji lariat. And now giving the fans one last salute there as we move on to our next tag team match.
That Koji Lariat is a one-hit kill kind of move.
Absolutely, my friend. No doubt about it.
And as usual, on days where Naito and Evil are not participating in singles matches, they are teaming up with Bushi and main eventing the first half of G1, taking on the team of Shibata, Kushida, and Juice Robinson.
It's going to be a fun tag team match, but for the moment, I saw Kenny Omega's name on the Titantron, so I'm thinking we're getting ready for some Bullet Club action.
Yeah, those guys are main eventing tag team matches, but we've only had 2 so far. So up next, we've got Omega teaming up with Takahashi, and their opponents, interesting little mix here, Michael Elgin and Captain New Japan.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Michael Elgin. Because I guarantee you this match is going to end with Yujiro Takahashi pinning Captain New Japan after a kneeling DDT. And that'll probably get the W for Bullet Club.
That seems likely.
Which means Kenny Omega is going to face Michael Elgin in a tournament bout, right?
Yeah, let me check. I believe so, though.
A bit of a return from Dominion. You know, the ladder match where Kenny Omega lost the Intercontinental title.
You know what? Because of that, I am going to officially pick Kenny Omega to win that match and get a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship.
I mean, certainly makes sense from where I sit. We'll see what happens.
We will.
Kenny Omega's certainly hitting a stride finally, currently 2-1.
Yeah.
Not a bad record for the block, same as Honma right now, same as others. I mean, Yuji Nagata, of course, undefeated. But if on Saturday Kenny Omega could beat Elgin and then Nagata would lose, I mean, that would put them both at 3-1. So Kenny Omega's probably really hoping for a Nagata loss on Saturday.
Definitely.
Kenny Omega, I'll tell you, I think his best is yet to really show itself. I think he's had standout performances to be sure, but I don't think Kenny Omega's reached his limit personally. And with the big gamer and, nerd that he is, I think he knows all about people and their limits, being able to power up and power through. And you certainly got to do that in the G1 Climax.
Absolutely.
And now here comes Captain New Japan. And Michael Elgin's probably thinking, oh, man, it's bad enough I'm weighed down by all these championships, but now Captain New Japan, too?
Yeah.
It's got to be a rough time for
no kidding. Big
Mike. And I'll tell you, he finally got a win on the board. He's currently 1-2. He got an impressive victory yesterday. And now that he's on the board, he'll be looking to continue that momentum against Kenny Omega. So we shall see. And yeah, Elgin beating Shibata to get on the board. And man, look at those 2 titles. It's got to be a good time to be Michael Elgin, even with the difficulty of the G1 Climax tournament. I mean, he's the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. I forget the name of the other title, so you have to forgive me.
It's the Lucha Libre Elite Extreme Championship, I believe.
Okay. And now Kenny Omega going right after Captain New Japan.
It might just be the Lucha Libre Elite Championship now that I think about it. Maybe the Extreme part is something that I made up.
Right. And another clubby blow to the bag there by Kenny Omega to Captain New Japan, and then just stomping Captain New Japan there. I'll tell you what, if Captain New Japan fancies himself a Bullet Club hunter, then he has got quite the prey tonight in Kenny Omega. Now Kenny Omega off the ropes, and Captain New Japan, though, stops him. And now Yujiro Takahashi, but Yujiro Takahashi also stopped. And double kick there in the midsection. And I think Kenny Omega even asked aloud, why do we always stop? Why do we let him do that to us? And now, no! Look at that! Captain New Japan learning a little bit. Alternating right hands.
Who would have thunk it? Scoop slam.
And now Kenny Omega lands on his feet. No, just raking the eyes there, Captain New Japan. Wow. Now Kenny Omega kind of wiping Captain New Japan off on the referee. And now this is where it gets bad, because all Michael Elgin can really do is watch as Captain New Japan gets isolated in the Bullet Club's corner. And now here comes Yujiro Takahashi,
Yep.
the playboy of the Bullet Club.
And he
And
had an
Snapmare
opportunity
Takeover.
there. Might have been able to do something, but he's kind of toying with Captain New Japan at this point.
Nice leg drop into the cover. You could, in my opinion, it didn't look like Yujiro Takahashi was putting a lot of force on that lateral press. Only really put his two hands there.
Yeah.
I think Yujiro Takahashi may be really enjoying himself right now.
I think you're right. Like I said, he's toying with him at this point.
And now look at that Irish whip there into the corner. Charging. Got the boot. Nicely done by Takahashi. And now Kenny Omega going to get the tag here. Captain New Japan is in no man's land. He's a long way from his allied corner. Oh, boy. Oh, God, that's like a wedgie to Captain New Japan almost.
Yeah.
Man, Kenny Omega is such a bully. I love it. And now Captain New Japan trying to fight another kick to the midsection area and another clubbing blow to the back. Kenny Omega's in firm control right now on the Bullet Club side.
Yeah, no surprise there. What was that about being a Bullet Club hunter, Captain New Japan?
Exactly. And now, missed again.
Hey!
Oh, he got it that time. And that creates an opening for, oh, wait, maybe not. No, maybe it does. Kenny Omega staggering a little bit. Now here comes Elgin. Nice back elbow there into the ring.
Wow.
Beautifully done. Slingshot elbow there. And now, Kenny Omega going to charge at Elgin. Back elbow there. Lariat to Takahashi. Pump kick there to Kenny Omega. Good God, Elgin's on fire.
He's killing it.
Kenny Omega and Michael Elgin. Very storied history. Very first ladder match in New Japan at Dominion. Michael Elgin triumphed over Kenny Omega for the IWGP Intercontinental title. Could we be seeing here? No. Takahashi stops him. I was going to say maybe a Falcon Zero. Standing switch. Takahashi's head right into Kenny Omega there. Oh, man, could we be seeing a double power slam?
I think so.
Oh, he's got him stacked up. Oh, man, there it is. And now he goes right into the, well, I thought it was going to go right into the pin. There's the pin. 2. Kenny Omega kicks out. That match on Saturday is going to be very intriguing.
Yeah.
Given the history of these two men, can Kenny Omega beat Michael Elgin? And now Elgin could be the delayed vertical here.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that exactly. And of course, I'm sure Takahashi's going to try and break it up, but we all know how that goes when Michael. Oh, but look at this!
Oh, no! And back elbow there.
God!
Hard back elbow there, off the ropes. Oh, duck the lariat to Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega now off the ropes. And he kicks the knee there.
Surprised Kenny Omega didn't lose any teeth from that back elbow.
I agree, and now look at that. Beautifully done there. Kenny Omega going to roll over, tags in Takahashi. And now, oh, wait a minute here. Oh, boot again by Takahashi to Michael Elgin. And now Elgin, reverse the Irish whip. Discus forearm there to Takahashi. Elgin is feeling it, and now he's going to tag in Captain New Japan. So now we're back to Captain New Japan and Yujiro Takahashi.
And by the way, I know you were kind of confused by it. The leapfrog bulldog is a Kotaro crusher.
Kotaro crusher. I remember you told me the name on day 6. It had escaped me. And now Uranagi here by Captain New Japan plants Takahashi. 2. Kenny Omega breaks it up. And now Elgin taking out Omega. That still leaves Captain New Japan and Yujiro Takahashi alone. No, Elgin's going to help Captain New Japan. And now, Captain New Japan. Back elbow there to Yujiro Takahashi. Now Elgin going to charge. And Yujiro Takahashi, how smart was that? Pulls Captain New Japan in front of him. Captain New Japan eating the corner lariat. And now Kenny Omega going to try and take Elgin out. That leaves Takahashi and Captain New Japan alone in the ring together.
Which is never good for the team for Captain New Japan.
No, it is not. Oh, look at that. Kick right to the midsection. Could it be a fisherman buster? Here it is. Oh, that could do it right there. 1, 2, and a kick out there by Captain New Japan. But I doubt he has much left. I mean, that corner lariat just destroyed him. And now Takahashi knows what he has to do. No, victory roll. 1, 2. Oh, and then it was Elgin restraining Omega, but it wasn't enough. Oh, what a lariat, and we know what proceeds from that. And now Takahashi, there it is, drives him down.
I think that's the match.
2, 3 count, on to King 4, baby. I called it at entrances.
Yeah, you did.
And Takahashi.
Captain New Japan is just getting wrecked in these tag matches.
Yeah, and Kenny Omega's so happy about it.
Captain New Japan and Gedo both are really just getting destroyed.
Absolutely. Hey, maybe if they team up in a standard tag team match, I wonder how that would go.
Over in 30 seconds.
Exactly. Kenny Omega and Yujiro Takahashi quite proud of their efforts. They too sweet each other. As I'll tell you, the Bullet Club builds momentum before Saturday. Can Kenny Omega beat the IWGP Intercontinental Champion Michael Elgin? Elgin looking on. I don't know, he definitely seems a bit frustrated. I mean, nobody likes to lose, certainly. But Captain New Japan just got laid out.
Yeah.
And the Bullet Club Hunter gets put down by the prey.
Have you ever seen a lion get killed by a gazelle? Because I haven't.
Oh, man. And Kenny Omega taking one last look. Look at that. He just too sweet at that little girl. See, Kenny Omega's a face at heart, people. Look at that. That's adorable.
He's secret guy.
And the double guns. Yeah, I like Kenny Omega. I would have no qualms if he won this tournament, but we'll see.
Hey,
Captain New Japan out the
possibility.
Oh, Captain New Japan, why do you even try?
I'm beginning to wonder how hard he actually is trying. How are you this bad and trying at the same time?
All right, is this the Los Ingobernables de Japón tag team matchup coming here?
Yes, sir, it is. I kind of announced it early, but yeah, they're going to be facing Katsuyori Shibata, Kushida, and Juice Robinson.
That's going to be an interesting pair. I mean, Juice Robinson is no slouch, so I wouldn't necessarily give Shibata and Kushida the short end of the stick in this match.
No, definitely not.
Especially Kushida. He's so dominant on his own. You know, if he can find the proper opportunity, he could slap on a Kimura, maybe tap BUSHI out. And now everything is evil. See, that's the guy that speaks my language right there.
Oh, of course.
Los Ingobernables de Japón, they will beat you down, shut you up, and not even care. These are guys that I think are really ruling the roost around here in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I don't see their grip slipping anytime soon. And there's evil. Death comes for us all, and the Grim Reaper looking to claim 3 souls tonight. Kushida, Shibata, and Juice Robinson.
Yep.
Going to be a very interesting match. I mean, we have talked about countless times in these tag team matches the synergy, the cohesion, the dominance of Los Ingobernables de Japón. They are not to be taken lightly, and even that is an understatement. But if anybody could really stand against that trio, I do like the combination of Kushida, Shibata, and Robinson. I think they really could do something, but that remains to be seen. As now Naito is coming out now.
The greatest.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, you want to talk about 180-degree stories. I don't think they get any better than Naito. Here was a guy.
More like Goat.
Exactly.
Because he's the greatest of all freaking time.
And who would have thought we'd be saying that about him, last year, or actually, 2 years ago even, really. Because the metamorphosis all began when he went down to Mexico, ran shop with Los Ingobernables, then he came back up here, dominated with that new attitude, very apathetic, but also very shrewd and calculating. And now he's formed Los Ingobernables de Japón. And I'll tell you, what a tour de force this team is. And now here comes Naito, the man of the hour.
The man with the power!
And I'll tell you, Naito, he's sitting at 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Go 3-1 on Saturday would be an amazing record to have. Again, it all comes down to Yuji Nagata losing. Yuji Nagata loses. That opens up the floodgates in that block. And Naito, look at that, giving the Los Ingobernables salute, or at least I thought he was about to. And this is the main event tag team match of Day 7 of the G1 Climax 2016. So what do you think? Is this going to be a win for Los Ingobernables de Japón?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be. They're undefeated. I don't see that changing anytime soon, and especially because You know, as strong as he may be, Juice Robinson is still a young boy, and somebody with that little experience in Japan is very prone to getting beaten by the savvy veterans on Los Ingobernables de Japón.
And to call Naito savvy, I don't even really think begins to do him justice, but you're right nonetheless. I mean, this is a guy that's so cerebral in there.
Yep.
And you wouldn't even know. I think people that don't really read too much into things, they'd probably think, oh, Naito's just careless. He's lazy. But you and I, we dig underneath, you know, and what we find is a man incredibly dangerous in Naito. And Bushi is just one colorful cat. And Evil, I'll tell you, you give Evil time to really mature, and, you know, in New Japan, he could be a force in his own right, just on his own.
I see Evil as kind of like that Tenzan Goto type guy where he's going to be in New Japan forever and he's going to have a lot of success.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. And there is the team. Well, no, actually, Naito is just, I don't know what that even was. But I guess he was showing solidarity with one of the crew.
He threw his hat and Evil caught it. They're so good together.
They are. And now here comes the opposing team, Shibata. Who I'll tell you, he put up quite a fight, but he fell to Michael Elgin. So Shibata now, I believe that puts his record at 1-2.
Yep.
And would love to, you know, break 500 with a win on Saturday.
I'm sure he would.
Now, is Shibata facing Evil, you said?
Shibata is facing, I believe, no, Naito.
Oh, so we are going to return to this blood feud.
Yeah.
Those two men hate each other, folks.
Well,
for those of you
to
that
be
don't
fair,
know.
I think it really is just a one-sided hate. Guys, I don't really think Naito cares about Shibata. I think Shibata just really despises Naito.
Well, Naito really doesn't care about anything. But
True.
Shibata
Yeah.
definitely hates Naito. I mean, that's no mistake in that whatsoever. I mean, these two have gotten into very violent skirmishes, you know, outright brawls. I'll be amazed if this match can keep its sense of composure, as Shibata, Kushida, and Juice Robinson now making their way to the ring. And Juice Robinson, I like the jacket he's rocking. Like the vibrancy of it. And now Kushida, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. This is quite a pairing of these three men. We'll see what they can do here. And
Kushida has been dominant with that Kimura as well.
Absolutely. You know, I was even going to say, even more so than Shibata in my mind, I think Kushida is going to be a real difference maker in this match. Because I'm telling you, I think if it comes down to him and Bushi, Kushida could make Bushi submit. However, on the opposite side, this is where it gets a bit interesting. Because we know Shibata has got Naito. We know that. And then there are really no other tournament matches because even though Evil is a G1 Climax tournament participant, his opponent isn't in this match. But where it gets interesting to me, I keep talking about Bushida, or Bushi and Kushida, excuse me. And if Bushi pins Kushida, that would have to put him in line for an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. So it kind of works both ways. Kushida wins. It's a huge feather in the cap of his team to have beaten Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Yep.
But if Bushi can pin Kushida with that avalanche, with that top rope lung blower that he does, he could really put himself in line for a title shot, and that would be huge for Los Ingobernables de Japón because more championships means more clout. And more clout, well, just means you can do whatever the hell you want.
Which kind of seems like what they do anyway, but they would get away with it a little bit easier.
Exactly. And now, I don't know if this is wise for the match itself, for the overall, you know, cohesion and everything of the match to start with these two antagonistic elements. Again, Naito may not care, but Shibata hates Naito. We could see this match break down very early if these two are starting off.
I wonder if Naito will even let it actually get started.
He may not. He may take his time. He may be like, whoa, man, whoa, I still got my shirt on. I don't really feel like Naito's taking his shirt off much, especially in tag team matches. I think he prefers to keep it on. And now just tags in Bushi there.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. I kind of saw that coming, actually.
And now Bushi and Shibata are going to start this thing off. Or maybe not. Maybe Shibata's going to look at Kushida. And we're already going to kind of feed into, and yes, Kushida and Bushi starting it off. This is fascinating to me because, I mean, man, Bushi could send a real message today if he could pin Kushida. Now look at this, Bushi trying to have a code of honor, but goes right in right in the eyes. Kushida wasn't going to do it anyway. He was still close enough for Bushi to do what he wanted. And now working the side headlock here. Kushida shoots him off the ropes, ducks under, and now Bushi, though, vaults over, ducks the clothesline, and look at that snap Hurricane Rana there by Bushi to Kushida. Beautifully done.
Very nice.
And I'll tell you, Bushi, he'd be in a very privileged class. I mean, the last person to really take Kushida to the limit when it came to that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship was Will Ospreay. And now inverted atomic drop there by Kushida. Drop kick to the knee. Now look at this here. Cartwheel, drop kick. Kushida is feeling it here. Now Bushi going to recede into the corner. And Naito, I think he tried to get involved. I think the ref stopped him at the pass. And now Kushida and Bushi in there. Oh, exposing the chest. And the knife edge chop there.
Lucky for Bushi, the shirt fell down before the chop came out. But now Kushida's going to make damn sure that he gets the chest bare.
And it was.
Yeah.
And Bushi sinks to his knees.
Yep.
I'll tell you, Kushida, when he hits that stride, man, he is so hard to stop.
Yes,
and
he
now
is.
Bushi in the opposite corner, but look at that. The legs in the face, and now on the top rope, and the windmill drop kick. And now look at this, Los Ingobernables de Japón clearing the other side of the ring.
You'll notice Naito immediately goes after Shibata.
Exactly.
I love it. I love
now
it,
Kushida
man.
being choked.
I
with
could
Bushi's
literally,
shirt.
I wish that New Japan had a weekly television show that had storylines playing out and everything, because I would have an episode where at the beginning of the night, Shibata came out and challenged Naito, and they were just brawling throughout the entire arena for all 2 hours of the show.
That would be incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would just be too good.
If New Japan ever wanted to do, because I don't know if they've ever done like an empty arena brawl like the Rock and Mankind did that one year. I believe that year was either 98 or 99.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason no one ever does that is because of how poorly it came off when WWE did it with them.
Right.
Like, the whole point of wrestling is that it's in front of a crowd that can respond to things that happen.
Exactly.
You don't take that part away.
However, if there's ever an empty arena brawl that I could enjoy, it would be Shibata and Naito. That would just be... They'd fight everywhere.
Well, I mean, even just a Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
Didn't have to be empty arena. You can have people in the arena, just let them go wherever the hell they want. Exactly. And curb stomp.
Kushida. Kushida, they're getting pegged apart. And that just shows you how legitimate Los Ingobernables de Japón is, where Kushida's the one being picked apart right now. And hooks the leg here. Nice grapevine on the other leg. And Shibata breaks it up. And a boot there to Naito for good measure. Wow, Shibata just does not give him. And
look at this.
Reverses it.
Yeah, and that was right up against the ribs.
Exactly. Almost near the shoulder. And now speaking of the shoulder.
Look at Naito. Naito legitimately cares so little about other people's well-beings.
And I approve. That gets results.
Going after the knee. Oh, look, I didn't even realize Shibata's knee was taped up.
Yeah, there you go. That's 2 injured body parts. That's not good for Shibata.
Yeah, Naito needs to win that match on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can have somebody with 2 pre-designated weaknesses and you can't beat them, what does that say about you?
That's certainly true. And really, in a records...
He didn't beat He didn't beat Blue Justice Yuji Nagata with the bum leg. Let's see if he can kind of make amends for that by beating Shibata with a bum leg and shoulder.
And now Kushida really being isolated here, and now Naito and Bushi working together. This is a bad way for
I love that
Kushida.
Naito still has his shirt on. He just doesn't care about anything.
Nice kick to the midsection there. Now Bushi, sunset flip.
Drop kick.
Oh, wow.
These guys are so good together. It's amazing.
2. Kushida staying in it.
They remind me so much of the Shield.
Yeah, dude. And now Naito and Evil working together here. Kushida still being isolated. Evil charging. Oh, misses. Kushida, nice snap.
Get wrecked by
Rana.
Naito. Yes.
And now Naito here.
Oh, I think they're about to eat a double back spring elbow. And
they do. Can Kushida get the tag here?
Oh, I think that Shibata wants in. Naito is legal and Shibata's in.
Oh, man. And now, the forearms here. Shibata beginning with the strikes. Another one to Naito. Oh, now just rocking him in the corner there.
7. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, my God.
I thought Naito was starting to fight back there for a second, but it looks like Shibata cut him off.
Yeah, Shibata snuffed that resistance
Oh.
out. Nice drop kick.
Shibata really hates Naito with a passion.
And hey, he's taking all that hatred out on Naito. And now could it be the suplex? It is.
Yeah, butterfly suplex.
Into
1,
the lateral press.
2.
Naito kicking out.
And Naito's not quite sure where he is right now. It's pretty great.
And now Shibata. But kick right to the knee there.
And to the arm, too. And then to the knee again, and then the drop kick. Oh, my God.
Naito, I'll tell you. He is vicious.
He's amazing. He's just so mean. I love it.
And now another kick there. I know, just stomping on him there like he's dirt. And another stomp. And another stomp. Almost reminiscent of
if you start pounding on the shoulder and Shibata starts like powering up like, oh, you're not going to keep doing this. You go to the knee and it completely takes his momentum away. It's amazing.
I'm sure, but Shibata's still inviting more. Naito doing to him, something reminiscent of a Garvin stomp, and now he's relying on the forearm.
Smiling.
Oh, but a kick to the
knee again. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, but the boot, though, with the free leg. And it just spits right on Shibata.
Shibata really hates Naito.
Oh, man, now Naito off the ropes. Forearm there.
Yo, Saito!
Saito to Naito by Shibata.
Yeah.
Oh, but he crumbles down to one knee.
Naito from Shibata.
Wow. And now Juice Robinson's getting the tag. And Evil's in there. But look at Juice Robinson.
Ducks the clothesline, nails Bushi, and then gets a foot up for the boot on an Evil. And now
the snap jabs. Shades of Gedo.
Speaking of, Juice Robinson, he's juicing from his mouth. Man,
the blood. I don't even know where that happened. He's only been in the match a short time.
Maybe in the brawl on the outside.
Maybe. Oh, nice. Lariat there. And now, Juice Robinson fired up.
He is really good.
Juice Robinson knows what he has the opportunity to do here. Charging in the corner. Corner lariat there to Evil. Evil sinking to, in a seated position.
I think Evil's eyes rolled into the back of his head on that lariat, actually.
And what a cannonball there by Juice Robinson. And now smacking the turnbuckle pad.
He does a great job of getting the crowd into it, too.
Definitely. And now Juice Robinson on the top rope. Cross body there to Evil. Beautifully done, too.
I find it odd that I'm mentally synced up with Juice Robinson now, and there are so many other wrestlers that kind of have their signature offense that they do, but I predict that less easy than Juice.
Right.
And Naito just picking Shibata's shoulder apart again.
And then look at how Bushi and Evil are working together. Kushida taking Bushi out.
Oh, yeah, you can't count him out for sure. If there's anyone on that team that you cannot forget about, Kushida.
And now, but he hits Kushida by accident.
Oh.
And Evil now, the super kick to the midsection. Off the ropes. Juice Robinson, though, with the boot. And now Juice Robinson is going to try and stay in this thing here. Off the ropes with Naito.
And then the lariat. Yes.
Oh, my God. But Shibata here breaks up the pin attempt. And, again, back to the knee goes Naito.
Oh, there it is. That leg scissor cross knee lock.
Oh, man, just brutal. And now sweeping STO, and he got it.
And that's the end of the match, too. F can't do anything about Naito right now.
Oh, my God. They win again.
Undefeated. And it's not even really close. I don't think anyone's even come close to beating them.
No.
And look at Naito just picking Shibata's knee apart. And Bushi tossing one of the young boys out of the ring.
The man and Naito just really wrenching on that hold there.
This is amazing.
I'll tell you, Los Ingobernables de Japón so dominant. Shibata now trying to fight out of it, but Naito is just laughing about it, egging him on. Oh, my God. I'm amazed. No officials have gotten in there. Nobody's tried to break it up. Shibata's in excruciating pain. You're going to cripple the man. I don't even know how the rest of his tournament matches are going to go. And finally, Naito relents. But notice what I just said there. I said Naito relents. It wasn't pride off of Shibata. He was in control of that entire thing.
Maybe he finally felt something pop.
Maybe. And Shibata, and they just rest the ice pack on the floor. I'll tell you, Shibata, his commitment to being tough might cost him one of these days.
Here's an honest question, John. Have you ever had a limb or any part of your body in so much pain that even applying ice to it hurt too much?
I don't think so.
I have been there.
Yeah.
I have been there. I have had pain in a shin to the point that if you wanted to try and put ice on it, even just the slightest bit of pressure from an ice pack made the pain that much worse.
That's got to be where Shibata is right now. That was just brutal. Los Ingobernables de Japón roll on. They are still undefeated in the G1 Climax as a team. That is unreal.
Yeah.
What a fine way to cap off our main event tag team portion of the show.
Absolutely, yeah. Los Ingobernables de Japón dominant as usual, especially this specific trio. Sonata does great work with Bushi, but I think they're 5,500. They're 2-2, I believe. But These guys right here, this group of Bushi and Evil and Naito are just destructive.
Exactly.
That being said, though, this is as John alluded to earlier, final tag team match, and therefore this is going to be the end of the recording. We'll be back for our first singles match, which is going to end up being Makabe Tenzan. So we've got a 3-0 competitor taking on a 2-1 competitor. Maybe Makabe is going to go to 4-0, or maybe Tenzan is going to find an answer for that top rope. Will you German suplex me, or will you smash my head against the ring post situation? We'll see. Stay tuned.